dear Sagittarius, this is a love reading, a prediction for the month of February with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a reading up your love life 3 months from now for the full members to this channel. And the new life that is calling me is up for all the members, where we reveal what you have to look forward to in early 2022. Extended and full members can also order readings from me with a 30% discount. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for January to get a context, and that this is the prediction for February. And I will start shuffling your cards. I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. And when I open your deck here, I see the Temperance card, Sagittarius, together with the Tower. So it seems like some kind of relationship has broken down, or that there's a big indifference, or we don't see eye to eye, and the difference between us has come to some kind of peak where it's obvious that there's an indifference, that we are not much like each other, or that we have very different ideas or dreams about the future. So I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Hierophant in the reverse with the Tower. So it's a lot of things that's being questioned here, things that we have taken for granted before. Maybe that our partner was a loving partner. We might now have seen like new sides of them that doesn't make them seem loving at all, or that the partner or the friend that we thought was so clever or smart, and now suddenly we are not seeing, no, that wasn't clever, that wasn't particularly smart. It's just something that's it's becoming more of a contrast, so it's easier to see certain things or notice them. And it's for a reason, of course. It's so we will pay attention to what's going on, or to be able to see more depths into things, instead of just deciding that things in a certain way. We might need to decide from moment to moment how a thing is. We can't just trust and swallow everything. We need to start to become aware of become more awake, so that we can be aware. Okay, so I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here I have the 6 of coins in the reverse together with the Tower. So it's also when kind people that's very kind, almost becomes a little bit scary. Okay, that's the energy I'm feeling here. It's almost as if self-righteousness is what's coming out, which opens up for more injustices, and even from like a nice person. So it might be that your partner said something that made your hair stand on end, and you would never believe that such a kind and good person could say such an awful thing. It can be something like that, some kind of surprise, which you weren't aware of them having these kind of thoughts before. So 6 elements, and here we have the Wheel of Fortune together with the Tower. So it seems very serious. It's very much major arcana cards here involved. And so this seems as something that has been up on the agenda before, and now we need to do it all again. Something that you thought was, okay, we are over and done with that, now we can focus on this beautiful thing. But then that thing that you thought was over and done with is coming up too, like on the agenda suddenly. And you're, no, are we back here? I didn't want to be back here. I wanted to step into my new, better future. I didn't want to recycle a gruesome past. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Sagittarius viewers. So truth. So I want my dear Sagittarius to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. Also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in February. So this is the new bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So love. Love comes and purifies everything. Okay, love is the answer. And this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's a beautiful Queen of Coins. So feeling self-love, like nourishing oneself, making oneself more stable, you know, having the love that we have regardless on how the world looks or how our partner acts, or, you know, just working on staying stable and self-loving is very important. This is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. And this is what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, outcome for February, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation. And we have a 7 of Swords. So it might be that your partner lied to you, or like they hidden this part of their personality before, or something was disclosed and something was revealed. Okay. And this is what's on your mind. So you seem to like, you want to know the truth, and you're like, what is this? What's going on? I want to know the truth. What are you saying? How can you say that? Or what's going on? What happened to you? Why did you change your mind? You're like questioning things. And this is what's on their mind with you. And we have the Queen of Swords. So they might blow this out of proportion a little bit and think that you are very negative towards them. But you just want to, like, this is a side to them maybe that you didn't see before, and you want to know more. You want to have more information, but they might see it a little bit as you're coming with a lot of criticism their way. Okay. So, and it's also a sharpness to their personality that I think that you were surprised by. Something that was a little bit cold or distant or inhumane or unempathic. Okay, this is the bond between you two, 4 of Swords. So it almost seems like there's a pause between you two, that something happened that put everything like on a hold. And you don't know exactly how to go from here, because this was a surprise and you need time to digest this. So something you offered this person before, you don't want to offer it anymore. So in some cases it can be simple things. Let's say that you and your love interest was supposed to meet, and they were asking, what day can you come to me next week? And you answered, I can come any day, it's fine, whatever day. I'm open because I am off from work that week anyway. And then you don't hear from them, you know, until the day or the day after you are supposed to go to them. And they say that, okay, can you come today or tomorrow? And you have a little bit of a travel, you know, you need to plan stuff. So this wasn't what you expected. So you just, they didn't answer you for maybe six days, let's say. You don't answer them for 7 days and the week is gone. And that's what I see. Like, you were up enthusiastic about something, and yes, and now you're like, no. So something happened. It can be discommunication or things going on underneath the surface that wasn't really, you know, outspoken or revealed. Maybe they felt you have too high expectations and they got scared, or it can also be that they said or did something. It doesn't have to be that there was this plan with meeting. I'm just giving an example how things can have played out and what this means. It means that formerly you were giving them something and now you're taking it back. Okay, you don't want to give it to them anymore. And this is like a fun week, for example. And this is their feelings, and we have the Death card here. So it definitely seems as if they are growing cold on you, and I want to understand why. Palm tree, stability, security, performance, growth, and flexibility. And hammer. So it seems like you had something together that could have maybe grown into something very stable, and they are sabotaging it. But it might also be that they are sabotaging your relationship because they have something stable that they want to build on somewhere else. Maybe they promise you to also be off from work, like around the time that you were off from work, but instead they decide, I need to earn more money. So they are throwing your plans under the bus for their new plan. So it's something similar to this in that department, where a person might have promised something or breaking their promise and then act like nothing, or act like it's your fault, or that you shouldn't have asked this of them from the beginning. So your intention in this love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion. So you were offering them some love, and they grew cold on you for some unknown reason. Kisses, yeah, okay, sweet. So I want to understand this unknown reason. What's going on with this person? Brutally honest oracle cards. I want to find someone new, a hit and run. So that can be the case that they lost interest in you, and therefore they stop answering, or stop, or they were unfaithful, or you disclose something about them, like they have lied to you because they are in the operation of trying to find someone new or replacing you, or maybe they just had you as a lover from their, more stable marriage situation. I can't forgive, I can't handle one more heartbreak, I will never stop loving you. So this is the other side of it, which makes this so tricky, because this person wants to make this into a hit and run, but maybe they, said things to surprise you and make you feel like they were an awful person to make you break up with them. That's also a possibility with this kind of combination. This often comes after death, but now it comes before death. So it's almost as if they made you, like they did something disgusting, and then they made you break up with them. And it's something deeper. On the surface, it's like they want to break up with you, but deeper down, it's it feels like they are hiding something even for themselves. Can't handle one more heartbreak, I can't forgive. Doesn't have to be you that they can't forgive. Can be that they have nasty parents and they have learned flawed love, and therefore they can't forgive their parents, and they can't handle one more heartbreak, so they can't be with someone that they actually love, because that's making them vulnerable to heartbreak. Okay. So this is your behaviors and attitudes. It seems like a little bit of addiction. I want to see here. Clarification for the devil. I'm scared of you. Need to learn from my own mistakes. I think you realize that this person isn't to be trusted, and that you have, had a dance with the devil here. It doesn't mean that this person is the devil. It just means that they lie about stuff, or they keep stuff hidden from you. Behaviors and attitude. How will you behave? I don't feel worthy of love. You probably, you deny this person the love that you gave them, but you will still feel the love and still be shackled to this. And even though you might know that this person isn't, the most stable person to give your affection to, you can't help but staying in love with them and still staying a little bit addicted to this situation. So even if they don't provide you with love anymore, you're still there with like waiting for the love to come. It's almost like, going to the well every day, trying to fetch water, even if the well dried out. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. Five of Swords in reversed. It's very inconsistent. Five of Swords would be having an argument with you. Five of Swords in the reverse. It's almost like they want to make up with you, or become like friends again, but without them really doing too much of an effort here. Falseness. I think they are trying to trigger some pattern within you. When you don't feel loved and supported, you might become, it's like you're a little bit codependent, okay? So the less someone supports you, the more you want their love. And it seems like this person have thought that that would happen if they would deny you or act like they didn't care about you. You would chase after them even more heavy. But I think you didn't do that with this, like you took a conscious decision to not do that. You would still do that if you acted just on impulse. You would still do that, but there's a great chance that you won't because of this energy I'm feeling here. It's a little bit like a very small revenge, okay? So you feel a little bit irritated, and that might make you, I'm not going to give any love to this person. But it almost seems as if they wanted to cut you off to make you even more hungry for them. And that this is part of this game. Ugh. And this is the outcome, page of coins. For me, it looks like you're still there offering them something and they still know it, but neither of you take a step forward, which I think is good, because this relationship needs a good review before continuing it. Yes, scholar, learn more about these kind of situations, read into this kind of dynamic, try to understand why this is so attractive to you, and try to break the pattern here instead of chasing after someone that makes a game out of hurting you to make you, be more attracted to them, or more, dependent on them. It's almost like they are playing your feelings like heartstrings, like this, playing your heartstrings like this to manipulate and control you. And yes, I think that's correct. 25. He doesn't look very trustworthy, this person. And open on that page, exactly. So, misleading, illusion, and confusion. Do not be misled by what you see around you, or be influenced by what you see. You live in a world which is a playground of illusion, full of false paths, false values, and false ideals. But you are not a part of that world. What we experience and how we interact is often indirect and from a distance. Physical interaction that would normally have provided all of our senses an opportunity for feedback and assessment is now increasingly being replaced by virtual alternatives. From email and texting to social networking, our relationships are becoming increasingly defined by virtual interaction that can distort and substitute reality. We can now create multiple new identities. How we go about quantifying people and events is how increasingly based on new paradigms that can provide a false perspective both for viewed and viewer alike. So it's almost as if they have taken advantage of a possibility to not reveal themselves fully, and from that place they are pulling your heartstrings and manipulating you like a master puppeteer. It doesn't mean that they are a master puppeteer. It might just mean that they are traumatized. People that's traumatized tend to self-sabotage. Okay, so it doesn't have to that they have a bad agenda, but they are definitely acting very shady. And it's like this when a person is acting from their projections and they are projecting all the dramas onto you. And your drama seems to be to love people that doesn't provide what you need. So you need to look into that and why you have that pattern and how you can heal it. And the suggestion is to, educate yourself, and can also go to counseling and, read in about people that manipulate and why they manipulate and how this can work out, and different examples so that you can understand what's happening when it's happening, and stay awake and aware. It seems as both of you are aware, but then you're also caught up in your patterns. So you you like a slave, you're repeating them over and over again. If you were aware, you wouldn't do that, and you would give yourself a good chance to heal, which would be something that you need to do right now. Give yourself a good chance to heal from this pattern. I would urge you to watch What Do They Want to Happen to get more information about this situation, and particularly this person's feelings, or their true thoughts and feelings, to learn more about their plans and, what they are up to. At my first channel page, you will find a playlist for your astrological sign, where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. And thank you so much for watching, and take really good care. Until next time, stay awake, stay aware, stay healthy, and hit the like button for this video and subscribe to my videos. Okay, bye-bye.